Honestly, I saw a lot of walks of life. There were US veterans, there were senior citizens, there were students. I spoke to some folks that came all the way down from Cascade, Middletown, Williamsport, even Pennsylvania. A lot of people just came out for that meeting. So I wanted to personally take the time out to thank them. And for the record, I do not support ICE. This moment to me is bigger than what it appears to be in the media. It's more of a cry for help. It's not a partisan talking point. I'll give you some examples. Our former presidents that we've had, President Ronald Reagan, George W. Bush, Obama, every last one of those have always acknowledged that our immigration system is broken, and they've been calling on Congress to fix it. And here we are, decades later, the communities are still paying the price for that. I think Congress needs to wake up and actually see the big picture, and we need to come up with a bipartisan immigration reform plan. On that note, last but not least, on behalf of Mayor and Council, I would like to put forth a motion requesting a formal response and position from the Washington County Board of County Commissioners regarding the Department of Homeland Security's recent purchase of the property located at 16220 Wright Road, Williamsport, Maryland, for the purpose of establishing an ICE detention facility. This motion that I'm requesting is that the board publicly addresses the following. So I'll take my time with this one. Whether or not the commissioners individually or collectively support the establishment of the ICE detention facility in Washington County, whether this board will consider adopting a formal resolution opposing the facility, the anticipated loss of county tax and revenue that is going to result from it being federally owned, the county's authority and role in the approval of water, sewer, and the infrastructure capacity for a facility of this scale, including its responsibilities, any required off-site improvements, whether existing water, wastewater, and treatment infrastructure can accommodate a facility that's going to hold approximately 1,500 beds without having adverse impact on our current residents or future development. And last but not least, whether any on-site wells or related utilities are subject to county and the health department for approval. This motion further is requesting that the board responses to any of these related findings, they can present it in a public forum to ensure transparency and create community engagement. And I would like a response no later than March 1st of 2026. I think that's more than enough time. I move that mayor and council approve the submission of this request and direct staff to transmit to the Washington County Board of Commissioners. And that's all, folks.
I just want to be clear, when you say you want to put a motion forward, are you asking the city to put a motion forward at an upcoming meeting? Or at this table, or directing it to the county themselves?
So I'm putting in a motion requesting for us, if I can get a majority vote, to have a statement in writing that's going to list some of the questions that I'm asking. And if you have any other input or questions you would like to add on, and I would like there to be a definite timeline for them to actually respond, whether they want to do that formally and have it seen so that it can create transparency, or just deliver it back to us in a formal response. But I think that there's a lot of questions that we can, that we need answers to, just in general.
Okay. So is that something that's going to be put forward as a discussion of the body, or something?
I don't see, to be honest with you, Alshar, I don't know. So I think
That's
that's
what
why
I'm
I'm
asking staff.
asking if I can have their
So-
approval.
What I would suggest is that you have a work session discussion on this next week, with the end result being a letter that would be signed by all of you, or all of those that would agree, as long as 3 or more, that would be sent to the county with all the things all the questions that you stated.
Right, and then you guys are welcome to, look over those questions, add or change.
Yeah, I think you have everything down.
Yes.
Just forward that, and we can put that together in a letter-type format. And that would be something for you all to discuss, because I'm sure,
Right.
given some time, you all would have things, different points to talk about.
Exactly.
Instead of trying to do it, this wouldn't be the venue for it. But to do an actual motion would take it being a voting session, we only have one of those a month, that wouldn't turn things around in that amount of time. I will just state again that when it comes to what our involvement here would be, if it bees, is water only. We have not been approached. No staff has been approached by anyone at Homeland Security with any request for any allocation changes. So right now, it would be pure speculation as to what allocation would be needed above the 6,000 gallons a day that are already allocated for that facility. But what, you forward me those questions and we can put it together for you. We'll put it on a work session item for next week. And then that way you all can be prepared to discuss it amongst yourself and then tell us what you want to do.
Okay.
Is that good with you?
Yep.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine.
Last but not least, okay.
Councilwoman Burnett.
I just want to thank you, Councilwoman Anderson, for offering to have a further discussion about the possibility of ICE detention here. I think it's really helpful to not only have it public discussion, but reiterate what we know. And, we're getting a lot of emails and questions about like the process. And I've been doing a lot of explaining and telling folks that, at least for the city side, water is our only responsibility. So not only have a discussion with us, I would like for maybe Nancy, staff to come to explain how, allocation of 6,000, maybe there's a request for a lot more. What does that look like? What's that process look like? I think it would be helpful with at least addressing a lot of the emails that we're getting. And also, the letter, I would recommend to not only go to the county commissioners, but to DHS as well. So hopefully we can get a contact, a liaison or something to have questions for them as well, not just the county commissioners. But I thank you for bringing that up.